Hi, this is Steve for True Hollywood Talk. We're with Daria Zook. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that name right. And Margarita Jimeno? And I can't pronounce the name of that film, so...
But I will.
Okay.
It's GogolBordello Non-Stop, and GogolBordello is the name of the band that we made a film about.
Now, are you the producer or the director?
I'm the producer, and Margarita is a producer and director and editor, and did all kinds of different work in various roles.
Now, tell me, I'm going to just put this in front of you, okay? So this way you can hear it easier. How did you get involved in producing this? What's your background?
Actually, my background is in filmmaking and producing as well. We shared the scene, the sensibility, and friends. I think it's friends of friends. Margarita came. It just happened organically. I don't even know how it happened. It's just like one day I realized I love the project and I love Margarita and I can't walk away from it and I just want to keep working on it. I don't know. It's a true passion-driven endeavor.
I love that word, passion. Margarita, tell us, you're the director. How did you get involved in the project?
I actually saw Eugene Hoots, who is the singer of GogolBordello, and he was DJing at this club called Bulgarian Bar in downtown in Manhattan, and I just thought I have to really film this crazy lunatic who is like dancing on top of his CDs, and he doesn't...
What type of music does he do?
Well, he's doing what they called gypsy punk, and I think that self-describes it.
For someone like myself and a lot of our listeners, we don't know what gypsy punk is. Can you give us a little description of if we were walking into one of his concerts, what would we be seeing?
You will see, well, first of all, you'll be puzzled to see that there's different kinds of people on stage, meaning like there might be someone who is 52 and then a girl who's 20 and then a guy who is in his 30s.
So it's not age specific?
No, it's all ages, all sexes, all nationalities kind of a band, and it's kind of puzzling, I think, when you first walk in there, and I think because of that you're also engaged to see what are they doing on stage. And then Eugene is very theatrical and very wild, and he has a lot of energy. And the music itself is a mix, I think it is rock, but it has some foundation in some folkloric. For example, they use violins and accordion, and they used to have a saxophone also. They didn't have a bass for a while, but now they have like a more traditional rock band. Plus, they have the violin and accordion. So. Gypsy is folkloric instruments. It could be accordion, it could be strings, or it could be winds. And rock and, punk, I guess, is what...
Now, how'd you guys hook up together? How'd you get involved together on this project?
You asked us that before.
Yeah, a friend of ours.
You didn't know each other before?
No, we knew each other. But it was, it's like a fine line between, being friends and actually being like, no, whatever you're working on, I want to work on that too.
How is it working as friends? Because you don't want to ever lose the friendship if the project's not going right. So what do you do?
Well, we were not really friends.
Are you still friends now?
Yeah, of course. Oh my God, you just unraveled something, a beast here.
All kinds of secrets on True Hollywood Talk. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what was your role as a producer? Were you trying to raise money? You wrote checks? You just hang out in the pool here at the Roosevelt Hotel and had margaritas? Like, what did you do?
I think you do everything that comes up. As much as Margarita allows to get involved. I think it's everything from trying to raise money, figuring out distribution, figuring out the process, the best, more efficient process of getting things done.
You guys have distribution yet?
We're working on it. Yeah, we have a few offers on the table and we're negotiating.
Now, how long is the documentary?
It's a fewe're-length docu, yeah. I think it was cut down to 87 from the last previous cut. So it's definitely a full-blown experience. And it would, we're not afraid of it to show it on the big screen.
What's the budget for something like this?
Well, this one was sort of do-it-yourself in the spirit of the band and in the spirit of the way of just getting out there and making it. I think you would say, maybe 150,000. But, you have to take into account that Margarita started filming in 2001 and it took 6-7 years to get things rolling, and we're still sorting out issues because over the years things change, life changes, and if you're following something that's alive and not static, and if it's not a fiction project, it's a documentary.
Well, when, Margarita, do you think people will be able to see the film outside of film festivals?
What?
Outside of film festivals, when are you going to get more of a national distribution so people can see this documentary?
When? When?
Yeah.
When?
We're hoping for January. January, February, definitely. we're just figuring out if it's going to be just online and DVD, or if it's also going to have a small theatrical release, something like that. So there's definitely be plenty of opportunity.
Are you guys going to work together on another project?
Probably.
What would you like to do next?
I'm actually writing two fiction scripts that also have like a music as a main character. So.
Where are you from originally?
Colombia.
And how long you been in LA?
A couple of hours. 4 hours.
What do you think of Los Angeles, the whole music film scene? What do you think about it?
I've been here 4 hours. My first impression is that it actually smells good. That I was like in the car and I rolled down the window and it smelled like eucalyptus.
First time we've had rain here in 6 months.
Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah. No. Before rain, it would smell like eucalyptus and then it smelled like roses. It's a city that smells good. That's rare.
Does that mean do you want to, Margarita, do you want to come back to LA or do you go back to Colombia? Where do you want to make your film career?
I don't think a place matters, I think it's more what the project is. And if, I'm more interested about the project and, the people that I'm working with rather than the place. I mean, the place may be important for maybe if I'm making a story so that the place plays a character also in the storytelling. But as far as working in different places, I think it doesn't matter.
Where did they just shoot it on like handheld cameras? How did you actually shoot the documentary?
Yeah, it was I shot most of it except some stuff that is archived, and I shot it with a PD-150. It's a Sony camera, PAL, because that was a camera that I had access to for free, and it's a DV cam camera. I did the sound also. Yeah.
Is it difficult to do the sound? Sometimes when you're doing this like self-budgeting program without a professional sound person, sometimes that can be difficult.
Yes, indeed. And when I started, I didn't really have documentary training or anything, so I was like, I'm sure that with the boom is going to work fine, But some of the early footage doesn't have good sound because of that. But then soon I realized that I can have a lavalier, and that just totally changed my sound experience immediately,
Well, I want to thank you both for coming on True Hollywood Talk. You're both delightful. I want to wish you the well. Make sure this producer, pays the bills, okay? All right? Okay? This is Steve for TrueHollywoodTalk.com.